Hi, boys and girls. Happy Monday. I cannot believe this is our 6th day of virtual learning. I miss you guys so much, but I hope you all had a great weekend and I hope you got to spend some time with your family. Obviously, I'm sure that you did. So we basically rode bikes. I went for a little walk down the street and visited just for a moment with my neighbor. That was Friday afternoon before we got the call to stay home. But we still did ride our bikes because we're allowed to do that. So that was nice. And I'm starting a puzzle. So yay. Hope you guys are having a good time and bonding and snuggling your pets if you have pets. My kitty apparently wants to be in the video today. I'm not sure what that's about, but anyway, we'll just go with it. Okay, so today we're not going to do a read aloud today because it's just going to be a really quick video. I'm just going to share with you guys some things that happen when we're reading fantasy. And we left at a really good part, not yesterday, but Friday. You might want to go back and rewatch chapter 7 from Friday. But I was thinking about it and I got an idea. Bing, bing, bing. I was like, you know what? We sometimes have some things come up. And like, say for instance, we have a problem. And then that problem leads to another problem, which might lead to another problem. I'll give you a for example, okay? This is something that happened to Miss Polka. One day I was at school and I was grading papers, okay? And I was working late. You guys had already gone home. And I was working late and there was a choir concert that night. And I was so excited to go see the choir concert that I was like, well, this is going to work out perfectly. I can just stay late and grade and I can go get Anthony and he can come back and join me at this school. But I graded too late. And then on the way home, there was an accident or something on Woodlands Parkway. And so I took the back way home and then everybody else took the back way home too. So I was like 35 minutes going home, which normally takes me like 11 or 12 minutes. And so I couldn't get Anthony in time. And then I was supposed to go meet Miss Collie for dinner at Chick-fil-A. I couldn't meet her in time and I couldn't get back to school on time to get to the choir concert. So man, just one thing just sort of happened, one thing after another, right? And sometimes that happens and that's okay. But you'll notice that happens a lot in our fantasy books that we're reading right now. So we have several problems in this book, right? I mean, there's the whole weird house thing that has like super fast seasons and what's with the lake and what's with the things in the air. And there's just like, oh, and the cat, well, what happened with that cat? And Wendell, what's with him saying, who cares, right? Or the other girl, and she's like not afraid of the lake, even though both the boys are. So there's like things that are happening, right, in our book even that just sort of aren't quite adding up. So today we're going to talk about keeping track of the problems as they multiply, okay? Because sometimes it's hard to keep up, right? So today I want to teach you that as you get more complicated in your fantasy books, you'll start noticing more problems, and that I want to teach you that it's okay that happens and that there's helpful tools for you guys when that happens. So we can use different charts, we can use timelines, you can jot things down on a sticky note, all kinds of things that you can do to take in your information and just to look at those different plot lines and those different problems, okay? So, and then I'll show you guys the question of the day that you'll be answering, okay? So there's a couple things that you can do. This one I think is kind of like the easiest, the most simple to understand. It's just a basic chart and you've got your character, your problem, and your solution, okay? And you can just list, like in this one, in our book, I would list Harvey, Wendell, and Lala, right? And maybe even Mrs. Griffin, because Mrs. Griffin did mention that she has a little bit of a problem, right? She doesn't feel things as much anymore, right? And then you've got a Venn diagram where you could do the same kind of things with each character. If this makes sense to you, then totally do it this way, right? And then you can say, you know, of course, in the middle, how they're the same. How do they have the same kind of problems, right? What are they going through that's sort of similar? And then this is one of my favorites too, but this works across different genres, right? Different timelines, right? Because this might help us keep track of those seasons for Harvey, for instance. Or if I was talking about my night, this first part would be that I was staying late after work, right? Or maybe I had a parent phone call, or maybe I was answering an email or something like that. Then I found out that there was traffic. Oh man, and maybe this line would be longer here. But then I finally got to Anthony, and then I realized it was too late to go to the concert, so we just ended up going home that night. So, you know, timeline puts it all in perspective, right? And it kind of keeps track of things for you. So I like that one. I like the first one too. You can really choose whichever one you want. And remember that you're doing this for your read aloud, okay? Not for the, not for your read aloud, your book that you're reading. I mean, you can read aloud to yourself. That would be cool. But not for the read aloud that we're doing. Sorry to be confusing. Okay, so today's question in Canvas, okay? This is the question that you'll answer. And it says, what might happen if you get everything you always wanted? Think about the Christmas present that Harvey got, okay? And then think about what might happen if you got everything that you wanted. Okay, boys and girls, off you go. I want you to do your best reading, and I want you to keep track of your problems as you go. Maybe think of some solutions, and we'll have more tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.